time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Light skin, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like...
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Down.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This defense for the Cards, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. First carry of the game for Zamir White. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You're mine.
Here's Carr to throw. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's second and a yard. They'll give up the gut to Abdullah. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
637.
Now a play fake. Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Now back to the ground game with White. Evades him at the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Carr going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Abdulah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, now Carr. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
6-18. 29.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 7:34. 93. Raider one. Heavy. You're mine. Express.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
One down.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
There's certainly no questioning this about Zamir White. This young man's a fighter. He was told growing up he wouldn't be an athlete due to a number of injuries and medical conditions. Instead, worked his way up to a starting job at Georgia, and now he's in the NFL taking the fight to anyone trying to bring him down. Zeus with a nice carry there.
Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Second and 6. They'll try the right side here with White. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
93. You're mine.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's complete. Abdul. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
A draft day trade sent Hollywood Brown much closer to Hollywood when Baltimore shipped him to Arizona for a first-round pick. He's joining the Cardinals at a great time, too, coming off of a breakout season. It saw him cross 1,000 yards for the first time on a career best 91 receptions. He's going to make an already exciting offense that much more dynamic.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the Wangu. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. There's Murray. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, Now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Carr again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
Under pressure, they got him again. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, That means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr. It's complete to Williams. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw his Carr. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alton Robinson just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. The kick by Carlson is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. And this is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
6-18.
On 1st down, Carr. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And here comes Abdullah on the return. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start the drive with Abdullah. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They run straight ahead here with White. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run for it. This is White. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. They got his man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Well, looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
White, 93.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd.
That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 10 yards out. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now Murray off play action. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's White. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.
Talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the